Lila was a bright young girl with a big imagination. She loved to tell stories. Her words painted pictures in the air. Lila's stories were full of adventure and wonder. Everyone loved to listen to them. Lila's stories transported her listeners to faraway lands. They soared with eagles and swam with dolphins. Every day was a new adventure in Lila's world, and she shared it all through her stories. One rainy afternoon, Lila decided to explore her grandparents' attic. The attic was full of old treasures. Dusty books lined the shelves. Trunks overflowed with forgotten clothes. Cobwebs hung from every corner. It was an explorer's dream. Lila stumbled upon a beautiful wooden chest tucked away in a corner. It was adorned with intricate carvings. Curiosity bubbled inside her. What could be hidden inside? With bated breath, she lifted the heavy lid. Nestled in layers of velvet, there lay a pen unlike any other. Lila discovered this golden pen in an old, dusty treasure chest in her attic. It shimmered and gleamed as if lit from within, casting a magical glow around the room. The moment Lila touched the pen, she felt a jolt of energy surge through her body. It felt warm and alive in her hand, almost as if it had a heartbeat of its own. This was no ordinary pen, it was imbued with a mysterious power. Lila decided to try the pen, curiosity and excitement bubbling within her. She started to write a story about a friendly dragon, her hand moving effortlessly across the aged paper. As she wrote, the words leapt off the page, dancing in the air like tiny sparks of light. The dragon came to life, flapping its wings and puffing out smoke. Lila was astonished. She watched in awe as the dragon soared around her room, its scales shimmering with every movement. The pen had truly brought her imagination to life, and she realized that with this magical pen, the possibilities were endless. Lila couldn't wait to see what other wonders she could create with just a stroke of this enchanted pen. The golden pen's magic was intoxicating. Lila could create anything she desired. One day, a thought struck her. What if I used the pen's magic for myself? She wished for a mountain of gold and the finest silks. The pen shimmered and her wishes came true. Lila reveled in her newfound wealth, but as she amassed more riches, a selfish desire took root in her heart. She had everything she ever wanted, or so she thought. Section 5. The Village's Plight. Once a place of laughter and joy, the village now stood in stark contrast to its former self. Lila became consumed by her own desires. She stopped telling stories, the very stories that once brought the community together. She forgot about her friends and family, neglecting the bonds that had always been her strength. She didn't notice the once vibrant village becoming desolate and grey. The fields that were once lush and green now lay barren and lifeless. The laughter of children disappeared. The playgrounds, once filled with the sounds of joy, now stood silent and empty. The air felt heavy with despair. A thick fog seemed to hang over the village, mirroring the gloom in the hearts of its inhabitants. The river that once flowed with life ran dry. Its absence was a stark reminder of the vitality that had once coursed through the village. The crops withered and died. The once fertile land could no longer sustain the people who depended on it. The villagers, once full of joy, were now burdened with hardship. Their faces, once bright with hope, now showed the weight of their struggles. Lila's pursuit of personal gain had inadvertently cast a shadow over the entire village. Her actions, driven by greed, had led to the village's downfall. The once thriving community now faced an uncertain future, its spirit broken and its people lost. Section 6. Lila's realization. One day Lila's grandmother fell terribly ill. The village healer, once a vibrant storyteller himself, could do nothing. His stories, the source of his healing powers, had vanished with the village's joy. Desperately clutching the golden pen, Lila realized the source of their misfortune. It was her selfishness. Her pursuit of personal gain had drained the life out of her village, her friends, and her family. Section 7. The Act of Healing. This chapter delves into the transformative power of words and the profound impact they can have on a community. Filled with remorse, Lila knew she had to set things right. Her heart ached with the weight of her past mistakes, and she was determined to make amends. She picked up the golden pen, but this time she didn't wish for riches or personal gain. She had learned that true wealth comes from the heart. She began to write a story, pouring her soul into every word. Each sentence was a reflection of her newfound understanding and compassion. A story about hope, about community, about the power of shared joy. It was a tale that resonated with the essence of human connection and the beauty of togetherness. As she wrote, the pen glowed brighter than ever before. It was as if the pen itself was imbued with the magic of her intentions. Colour returned to the village, painting a vibrant picture of renewal and life. The once dull and lifeless surroundings began to flourish. The river began to flow again, its waters clear and pure, symbolizing the cleansing of past sorrows and the promise of a fresh start. Laughter echoed through the streets, a sound that had been absent for far too long. It was a melody of happiness and unity. Lila's words, filled with love and selflessness, were healing the village. Her story was not just ink on paper, it was a beacon of hope, guiding the villagers towards a brighter future. The villagers, inspired by Lila's tale, began to come together, rebuilding their community with renewed vigor and a sense of purpose. Children played in the streets, their laughter a testament to the joy that had returned. The village was alive once more, a testament to the power of healing through words. Section 8. The Golden Lesson. Lila continued to write, sharing stories that nurtured the village and its people. She learned a valuable lesson that day. True happiness didn't lie in personal gain, but in using her gifts to bring joy to others. The golden pen, a symbol of her creative spirit, became a tool for good. Lila continued to tell her stories, reminding everyone of the strength and beauty found in kindness, community, and using one's gifts for the greater good.